So moving on to my next Oh Damn moment. Slam Diego is back, everybody, and it's back in a huge way. This may be one of the coolest, if not the best Grand Slams I have ever seen in my life. So we have to set it up for you. It was hit by Daniel Camarena. If you've never heard of the name before, it's probably because he just got called up. He's only made 2 short stints, and he's a relief pitcher. And this dude hit a grand slam in the Padres 9-8 comeback win over the Washington Nationals last weekend, and he hit it off Max Scherzer. Max Scherzer, which I'm sure you've heard of, is starting the All-Star game for the National League. So he's no, just lame pitcher. He's one of the best pitchers in baseball. As I mentioned, he was called up that very same day to prepare for the Padres. He came into the game to replace Yu Darvish, who got injured. So he came in the game, and then the Padres were losing 8-0 by the 4th inning. So Camarena came up with the base loaded and 2 outs in the 4th inning, and he hits a 1-2 fastball over the right field fence. The score is now 8-6, and Petco Park goes absolutely crazy. Which honestly, when I was watching, I was going crazy because that is just an unbelievable experience. I think it was the reaction video. I believe it was his older brother who was at the game. And his reaction to it was just priceless. So I don't know, Tradon, I don't know about you, but is this considering all the circumstances, like one of the greatest grand slams of all time?
Yeah. No, this is the equivalent of like of a guy who just gets called up, like a 30-year-old guy who gets called up just to play in that 4th line position, and he gets a hat trick, right? Like it's that obscure because it's so weird. Look, this is how statistically crazy it is. That's even before how like just emotionally crazy it is. The guy didn't even own his own bat and batting gloves before the season. He didn't even own that. So that's interesting there. And I think to start the crazy stats, because this is a statistical anomaly. He took a 96.5 4-seamer from Max Scherzer. That's faster than his normal pitch. Okay. On top, so that's to start off. This season, batters are hitting 211 off of his 4-seamers, and he's only allowed just 9 homers when he throws it. And he threw it in a position, I think it was like down, and it was kind of down inside, and not even Fernando Tatis Jr. has hits for power when he sees that, right? So this is a guy that takes a pitch that Fernando Tatis only makes contact with 27% of the time. He hits it out of the park at a launch angle that should not have gone over the fence. Like by all standards, by everything that is everything that's physics, I guess, the baseball gods brought the ball over the fucking over the fence. I mean, this is something that is an anomaly. This is a guy that is a call up to relief, to play as a relief pitcher for the Padres in a game where they're losing by a lot, and he helped rally a comeback. Like it's just amazing. And there's way more stats that I could say, but I guess I'll finish up with this one. The last pitcher to hit a grand slam for the Padres was in 1970. And the last time and only time a pitcher's first MLB hit was a grand slam was in 1898. Guys, that's fucking insane. like everything about this is absolutely insane. And if you don't believe that there's a God, please check yourself, because
please watch the Padres.
They're definitely baseball guys.
And you know what? And you know what? Maybe it's you're in that aura of the slam, Slam Diego. That's what they do. And you're just part of the boys, man. You're just part of the boys.
It truly, every angle we've hit, it's just unbelievable that happened. And I still I'm talking about it now, and I still have a grin on my face. I'm like, that is one of the most incredible moments I've ever seen on a baseball field. Like, it really is. Like, people who probably don't watch baseball that much, like, probably just like, it's another grand slam by, whatever. Like, no, like, this dude's a relief. Like relief pitchers rarely ever get at bats, like almost never. Okay, and so the fact that he did, getting called up from the minor leagues and faced Max Scherzer, probably a Hall of Fame pitcher, is just unbelievable. Like it makes zero sense that it happened.
By the way, they had 2 outs and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and
like what the fuck, dude? Like, come on.
To win the game. And then also, I was kind of, last year they took they put the DH in the National League. This year they removed that and were able to have the pitchers bat again. And I've been on the fence of this argument for so long. Like I really don't know which way to fall on it because I like seeing offense and I like seeing home runs, and so that sense I want the DH to be in both leagues. But then moments like this happen, you're like, if that rule was in place, we would never get this. And this is one of the coolest moments I've ever seen on a baseball field. And I think I would agree. It's probably, in my lifetime, probably the coolest Grand Slam I have ever seen. So, yeah, I mean, that was an incredible moment.